Here we are at Agape Church building up the body of Christ.
We want to welcome you all here to Agape Fellowship, our feeding program that we do here on Thursdays. And because Thanksgiving falls on a Thursday this year, and every Thursday every year, we make a big spiel and feed the community. And we've been doing this now for 27 years. The people that we get coming in here are the ones that really need it.
How do people find out about it? How do people?
Well, the people
How do you get
that-
the word out? I guess is a better way to say
Mainly
it.
word of mouth, and once in a while we'll use the news guard. Our purpose statement for Agape Fellowship is touching the weary, setting the captives free, and so feeding people is part of that ministry of touching the weary. And a lot of these people don't have family around, and so we open up the church and feed every Thursdays for them to get a hot meal through the week. And then on Thanksgiving, we make a big spiel and do a big Thanksgiving dinner, and they can hang out here at the church as long as they choose. Tried to feed on Christmas
Yeah.
before, and people don't get out on Christmas.
Why is that, do you think?
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know. I know that a lot of the people that we feed that are battling drugs or alcohol, they have burnt bridges
Oh,
with their families.
Sure.
And so they don't have family to go to or to get help. So we feed people. We have courses that we teach for breaking bondages, but people have to choose to want to break. And you can only do so good with those type of courses. What's really needed in Lincoln City is an in-house program where people live there for a year and get discipled all year long, every day, living there, and that they can't leave. And if they do leave, then they're out of the program.
are there courses? Where is another program like that?
There's one in Lebanon, and there's one in Portland. They're called Teen Challenge, and they're run by Assembly of God, and they have over an 80% success rate of breaking bondages.
Nice.
And the people, when they graduate out of that after a year, they usually end up going into ministry.
What's it take to get a program like that here in Lincoln City?
It would take a house big enough to house probably 15 to 20 people, and then you need a nurse on staff because they'll be going through DTs, and then you need faith. The biggest thing with ministering to people like that is who's running the program. You need to be very careful with who you have working for you, because it only takes one bad person to ruin the whole program. We don't get funds from the casino, we don't get funds from the city. Years ago, we got some funds from the Red Cross, and the paperwork that we had to do was ridiculous and took up so much time that I just said never again. So when you're breaking bondages off of people, you have to address the spirit, you have to address the physiological, you got to address the psychological,
Yeah.
and then you got to address the habitual side.
We're ready for people to come in and eat. We have a few people that are ready to eat and they look hungry,
Yes.
so we are raring and ready to go. I had fun doing the decorations. I bring those two dolls out, actually all of them, every year and set up the tables, and Toma helped me do the tables last night. The men of the church put the tables together for us, move the chairs out of the way, and then we play. This is a wonderful pie. They're both pumpkin pies that are homemade, and they came from an adopted daughter of mine, and she and her family traveled over from Bend area, and actually from the Portland, on the other side of Portland, and surprised me. So I can't wait to dig into these. They're homemade and they're fresh, so we're excited about that.
Perfect. You baked those pumpkin pies.
I did.
Yeah, and they're a hit. That's what I'm hearing.
Everybody likes them.
What goes into those? How do you make those?
It's basically fresh pumpkin, fresh eggs off the farm, and a bunch of seasoning.
Fresh eggs off the farm?
Mhm.
That sounds
Makes
delicious.
a difference.
I'm getting hungry. This is a local character. You see him everywhere. Bob. He's here having breakfast here today, or lunch here today.
Lunch here today, you bet that turkey feed is the annual event here at the church. Agape Fellowship, compete with the Catholic Church up the street for
See, always saying something controversial. That's what I like about Bob.
and I usually sit in the back chair by the door, so when somebody comes in that's homeless, then I greet them and make them feel at home. And I've been sitting in the same chair for 15 years.